Hello, YouTube. It's that time of the week where we talk about my favorite YouTube comments. There are definitely some trolly ones in here today, and then some nice ones, and some educational, informative ones. Nice mixed bag going on. If you guys want to be in these videos, all you gotta do is leave a comment on one of my YouTube videos, and you might get in. You just might. If you guys like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll start in with a interesting one here. This is a Lorcana comment from BJ Pala. How can anything be quantified as crazy good? Without knowledge of how the game is actually played, just speculation. So, this comment on YouTube didn't do too much. On Facebook, though, it kind of blew up. A lot of people were telling me, this comment's not that negative, just asking a question. It's the connotations behind it, the negative Nancy implications behind leaving the comment. So here's the thing, right? Do we know how Lorcana works yet? We don't. Do we know anything about the rules? Not really. However, when you can compare the cards we have already to other cards within the game, something can be crazy good compared to other cards. For instance, it seems like that Scar card is crazy good compared to something like the Wardrobe card revealed the same day. Scar just seems like the better card because the Wardrobe is a vanilla and Scar has an amazing ability. So, comparatively speaking, compared to the cards we have so far, yeah, Scar is crazy good. It also gave us information on the rules set. It also tells us how things are going to work in regards to combat and certain things. Card's insane. So, people just do not lack the imagination to think, or people lack the critical thinking skills to understand concepts. And that's okay, We're not hating on BJ Pala here or anything else, some people just aren't able to draw connections, and that's okay. Not everyone can see things. Everything is either black or white for some people, but you have to be willing to look outside everything. So I'm good at card games, and other people are not, and that's okay. Not a big deal. Is everything speculation right now? Sorta. All we know is what's on the cards, and based on what we know on the cards, Scar's crazy good. Alright, where is the Tier 1 deck lists from Outlaw Star Gaming? You better believe as soon as Lorcana comes out and we have the full set, Tier 1 deck lists are coming. I promise. Alright, Savin says someone get this man his last 2 gold Mastermons. I would really appreciate that. I'm holding off on the rest of the max ready deck until I secure the gold rare Mastermons. That's why I did the Gallimon. I made sure I got the DC Grand Prix stuff and then I went for the rest. So if anyone wants to sell me 2 gold Masties, please let me know. Get a hold of me. I'd appreciate it. Jermaine Evans, the best Digimon market videos on YouTube. These videos help me out so much when it comes to what to trade, buy, and sell. Thanks for the insight. Well, you're welcome, and I'm glad to see that you think that. A lot of people do. Scoop Nation. This one's great. I don't know why people keep saying Digimon's dying when the game has been going strong for 2+ years now. And it's only going to get better, but other than that, Mario, keep up the great content, man. Yeah, so, I had to second take this comment because I looked like he was insulting me. But he's actually complimenting me. Like he's saying, just keep it up. Which I will do. And then we got the, hey, it's like Nintendo doomers that keep saying Nintendo's going to die every generation. Yeah, and Digimon is not dying, guys. Relax. Calm down. The game is going to be okay. But someone that took offense to that comment was Noah Arbar here. Doom posting for interaction. Let's fucking go. There were a few comments on the video that were all like, okay, this is a clickbait title. And to be fair, anyone that knows my schedule knows that once a week, usually on Wednesdays, it's just comment reaction videos. You know what I mean? Now, I acknowledge that this comment reaction video had more views than the rest. Probably because of the thumbnail. Digimon is definitely dying, you know what I mean? But that doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. We got people into the video. People watch the video too, which is really, really cool. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe the title for this one will also be clickbaity as all hell. I don't know. We'll see. But for the record, no, Digimon is not dying, and we should stop talking about it. And Bleezy, I'm making this as consistent as possible, then proceeds to cut inline pieces from memory blockers. Lol. Also pretty rough to only play 2 copies of the card that evolves for cheap over Madoki. Not really. I don't think this guy knows how to play Examon, and that's kind of okay. Now, in Examon, there are certain things that impede you from making progress in the game. Madoki Betamon is one of the cards that allows you to stop those counter strategies. Sakomon, also decent tech. It's okay. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a slight amount of consistency in order to have main decked answers in a game where you don't have side decks. It is what it is. And it's still a rookie, still evolve it on the back, draw a card, and like evolve champion on the. It's like not a big deal. I think this guy is just, kind of shooting the breeze or shooting the bleeze, as his name might indicate. Now, this comment, I don't usually include comments this thick and large, but it was so well done that I need to include it. So this is from Benjamin Wiseman. The problem with Examon is that two of the most prevalent decks currently, Black War Greymon and Chaos Ramon, Dietrich evolve him. Jesmon gets around him as well because of all his one attacking effects go up before the Slayer Dramon's effects resolves. All that being said, if you're going to play Examon, the draw 2 starter deck Cordramon is the best one of, and the only one that needs to be a 4 of, which is a super interesting take, but, I'll allow it. Wingdramon, Roundramon are likely to give you the same inheritables as the other Cordramon. As for options, I think Hidden Potential Discovered is Awesome Edition. It doesn't always come up, but it can be used to go into Examon that passing turn. Another fun option is Lightning Blade for Examon. So, we did try Lightning Blade. It didn't really fit. That's okay. Never tried HPD because it's all DNA Digivolving. I used to be big on 4 Cordramon. You really did used to be big on it. However, it was just suboptimal. You know what I mean? And you don't always have the full stack. Like, okay. I'm going to go on a tangent here for a small second, but quickly take it back. The problem with people and deck building in card games is you always assume you have the stuff. You can never assume you have the stuff. You have to build your decks assuming that you're not going to have the stuff. I'm going to leave it at that because I've spent countless minutes on Twitch and YouTube talking about this before. But, you can't just cut down on those because you think you'll have them already. Because you might not. You literally might not. Because if you have just vanilla Cordramon or even just green stuff all the way up, you don't have Evade anymore. And that could be really, really awkward. So, I do appreciate this guy's comment, though. It's nice. It's thoughtful. He explains what he's talking about. It's a beautiful comment. It is well written. Now, I like comments like this. These are the best ones. These are really, really, truly the best ones. Next up is The Void Beckons. The store that was flaunting selling the machine Dramons at pre-sale prices also posted the customer's full name and address and said, buy the pre-sales with card store. Yes. Yes, they did. I think people know who it is. And if someone else wants to comment who it was, you go ahead. But I'm going to keep it to myself. If you missed it, you missed it. If you didn't, then you know who I'm talking about. But this leads to this comment from Jamie Martinez. In my opinion, you should be calling out stores that do shady practices if there is sufficient concrete evidence to support it. There are major stores here in SoCal that pull this crap all the time. We spread the word around to make sure our players avoid them. You'll see them in weeks later posting out low like 20 copies trying to get its money back, shake my head. I think the community should look out for each other with scalping involved. That's just my view, I guess. I don't know. Here's the thing. Like Spider-Man says in Family Guy, everyone gets one. And like the evidence at this point, kind of it's there, but it's not. It's really, really strange. Like screenshot of buying card, screenshot of them refunding card. This is regards to the gold card pre-sales, obviously. But I have these stores on a list. So if there comes a time in the future where something happens a second time, I will blast that store like no one's ever seen before, and it will be insane. So that's what I think about that. Chili, please. 3 Chimeramon? No way. You end up drawing into that way too much when looking for the other pieces you need. This comment was hilarious. And people actively wrote back and said, but Chimeramon is the pieces you need. Oh, man. Again, I think people assume that Chimeramon's not a combo piece, when it definitely is. It allows you to turn your Sistermons into Chimeramon into play extenders. Chimera's a combo piece, guys. This guy is kind of on the crazy drugs. Marcelo, Leva? I really want to see Mario piloting this. It's so nice to see when Jesmon works. and when it's played by a good player. There is gameplay of me playing Examon on my Patreon. I will plug my Patreon. If you guys want to see gameplay of me playing the decks I do deck profiles on, check out my Patreon. It is there. I will rarely upload it to YouTube because gameplay on YouTube doesn't do well unless you're card protagonist or Digiboss battles. So that's it. If you want it, it's on my Patreon. If you don't want it, then you don't want it. That's fine. But if you do want it, now you know it exists if you didn't know it exists already. Gucci breh. I just wish Duke had more self-protection to keep up with the other X antibody. On a lighter note, Mario, stop flexing so hard, bro. Yes, Max Ready Gallimon. No matter how much money you spend on it, it does not have Greymon X level protection. And it feels really bad. Doesn't even have battle protection. It's got nothing. It's a glass cannon. It feels really, really bad. And the final comment today goes to Lewis Bobe. Okay, first of all, EX2 Gallimon is not bad. It's very good. It's just not the right one to use in this format. I literally said that. It's just an excellent control card and a beat stick. Helps build up opponent's trash as well, so you're ready to go when you go into Crimson mode. You know, if this was EX3 format, my Max Ready Gallimon deck would have an EX2 Gallimon. Because Bloom Lord and Going Wide was everywhere, and that Gallimon does punish that. But we enter BT11, where things are like build stack go burr. EX2 Gallimon is not the play. So I'm not going to justify it any further than that. It's great at blowing up wide boards. It is very bad at blowing up tall boards. Yeah, sure, it's a bigger beat stick, but completely unnecessary. Not necessary at all. That's it, though. That's it for this week's comments. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll see you later. Bye.